apologize to Jesus, and then have a guy come
In
to
your
Jesus.
room?
Yeah.
While you're trying to brush your teeth? Like,
Yeah, I was
stop,
brushing my
dude.
teeth, and Jesus would come in and slap me, be like, apologize, faggot. I saw what you did today. He fucking slapped the back of my head. Jesus would torment me. I was in the shower one time taking a shower, and Jesus walked in and was like, can I smell dick? You call that a dick, little baby boy? And he slapped my ass with a towel. He said, good game. And I was like, Dad?
Dude, the same thing happened to me. That's why, if you're gonna follow Jesus, make sure you're on his good side, because Jesus...
He is a dick if you irritate him.
Alright, Jesus was laying... I was like, I need to sit on the couch, and Jesus was like sprawled out, and he's like, sorry, there's no room. And he didn't have any fucking pants on. He had Cheetos in his fucking
And you were
lap.
like, dude, move your legs and like sit down like you're supposed to on the couch. And he was like,
He did like one of those like 90-degree elf farts in my face.
yeah, he spread his
Like one of his legs were like straight. And
Yeah.
was 90
And then
degrees.
I was like, dude, I need to watch this. He's like, what, porn? And then he was like high-fiving ghosts and shit.
Yeah, he was like, yes. It was like, Jesus, if you're gonna make a joke, you can't congratulate yourself.
Yeah, it's like, what are you, 8? And he's like...
Jesus, you've been watching fucking Shark Week on Netflix for the last 2 weeks. Dude, get up and do something.
Wait, was he watching Shark Week for 2 weeks?
I don't know. Because it's
There's
backed up.
inconsistencies in your story.
You know what?
This is Jesus, I know.
This is what pisses me off. Okay, I wake
About
up.
Jesus?
Yeah, no, like another thing, like when he's like sprawled down eating Cheetos and elf farting, I come downstairs and he's TiVoing all of Nick Jr. And it's like, dude, I'm way too old for this stuff. I'm an adult, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I just listen to it for background noise. It's like, but dude, I saw you one time watching.
like,
You were singing the Blues Clues song. You were fucking singing the Blues Clues.
You were singing Go Diego Go, the spin-off
And
of
your
Dora the
diaper, by the
Explorer.
way.
Go Diego Go was such a bullshit.
And by the
spin-off.
way, Jesus, we clean your diapers out of your fucking... You throw them in the laundry bin. That's not where your diapers go, dude. That is not where your diapers go.
Yeah,
What
you sell them on eBay to your fans on your diaper YouTube channel.
Jesus, just because you review diapers on YouTube doesn't mean you're paying rent. You get 5 cents from CPM. All right? You can't
Jesus,
live. You can't live.
Nobody
forever.
cares about your fucking like vintage Peanuts diapers. Like, I mean,
Wait, let's pull up the video of diaper review. 1 second.
Hey y'all, it's my Jesus. Got some new diapers here. Picked them up at Walmart for $2.95. And we got a nice fabric here for my duty to fall into. Just kidding. Alright. I'm gonna lay a big old nugget in this one. It's got some striped patterns on this. Okay, well that's all for today. Goodbye. What a weird video. His voice sounds stupid too. Can you believe that?
Yeah, and
Who the fuck? Listen to
he
that
actually
guy.
sounds oddly like the blue collar dude from earlier.
Yeah, I know. Weird.
these guys probably think we're talking about Jesus. Like,
You mean like
Jesus H. Christ.
we were talking about Jesus or Christ? It's a different guy.
yeah, Jesus our Christ. Like, he lives in Jamaica.
His dad runs Toys R Us. It's a whole misconception. Sorry about that, guys. You thought we meant
Yeah,
Jesus.
I feel so
H.
bad.
Christ.
I understand that the correlation of us talking about
We
Christianity.
must sound like jerks right about it now.
No, we had a Jamaican friend. His name was Jesus R. Christ.
Yeah. He also
He was kind of an asshole.
and he used to dress as a bunny rabbit.
And it's not because he's Jamaican he was an asshole. That would be insensitive. No, he was an asshole because he went out of his way to review diapers, spill shit everywhere, fucking TiVo every single episode of fucking
Blues Clues.
But no, you have any crazy Christian experiences that you had to go through when you were a little baby boy?
No, but there was one priest who was in my parish, and he was.
What is a parish?
what's a parish?
I was a Catholic and I still don't know what that is.
Oh well, I think it might just be an Irish thing,
I
but
could be a
it's
bad
like,
Catholic. I don't know.
a parish is like like a gang. No, it's like a hood. It's
A gang of priests
No,
that walk around.
No, it's like
What
a
color
community.
are
It's like
they?
one community is one parish. One
What
community.
color is their hood?
Oh, dude, they're all wear white. Scary as fuck, man.
Dude, that's actually
There's another
that's a real
place
race.
here that wears all white too. I think their club, a little here called.
Oh, yeah,
called the Republicans. Political.
You know, here's something you didn't know about a Republicans. What's that? What's that, old man? Get off your walker, you geriatric. Oh, what's that? Sorry, we don't play fucking tiddlywinks and ball and cup anymore. This is the 21st century, okay? The calculator isn't computer, Grandpa. The calculator is something you use to learn math problems, Grandpa.
Republic can't not be racist, you fucks.
Democrats? Hey, what's up? Cool, pool party at 10? Be there.
Now that is good. Guys, I think we got into the political satire area. I think our fans are going to love it. I think they're going to love our political side.
Yeah, you know, Zach likes to doodle in his spare time. He had one.
Girls, old Republican men, and fucking like hip dramatics.
He had one recently, and it was Obama sitting in a bathtub, and he was washing himself with drones.
He was washing himself with taxpayer money and saying, "Won't wash, won't
he was
wash
bathing, he was
mistakes
bathing,
off."
No, he was bathing in taxpayer
Oh, right,
money.
right.
Yeah,
It said they won't wash my mistakes off.
Yeah.
And the rubber ducky was Ronald Reagan.
What?
Yeah.
So we're talking.
You just don't get it. You'll figure it out.
We're talking about Christians.
Oh yeah.
Can you think of anything other Christian themed?
Christian
I'll
Weston
take.
Chandler.
Do,
It doesn't count, but he is Christian.
do Mormons count as Christians since they believe in Jesus?
I have never met a Mormon.
I have. You know something? They're always really nice.
I've never met one.
They
but
always used to knock on my door, and I could never.
literally, like after watching the South Park episode and their fucking musical.
That episode is spot on, dude. I swear to God.
I've
every time
never met a Mormon.
Every time they come to my house, I was always like, "Oh, I'm gonna be like, fuck these guys." And I open the door, and be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Hi," and I was like, "God damn," because they kept coming back, the same two guys. And I was like, "Man, they're really irritating me." But every time they knock on my door, they're like, "Hi, how you doing, brother?" And I was like, "God damn it!" I feel like the people.
What are you doing? You're opening up a new can of fucking green beans here, Niall.
Hey man, I don't eat green beans that come from cans.
Thank you for this day.
That was Jesus our Christ. Join us next time on Sleepycast. I get horny when I change babies' diapers, and I'm unsure whether it's because of the baby dick, the feces, or both. Goodbye.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
is a bunch of guys who's a bunch of bullshitter.
Welcome to Sleepycast. I am Corey Spaskin.
Whoa. Corey.
And to my right is Chris. And to my left is
Niall, whoa, you're 90s announcer.
No.
Holy shit, Corey, that's like a talent. How do you do that? You're like the guy who's like, you know that song? It's like, now to the left.
It's like
now to the right.
Well, it's like when
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
it's like when you're a kid and you're like, "Did you see a giant dinosaur?" He goes, what?
Wait, that's not what I said.
You make fucking sound effects when you were a kid to
Oh,
like instrument
yeah.
like giant things.
Oh, yeah.
Can
like
we,
really giant.
can we actually talk about, you just brought up a good idea for a topic. When did you guys stop playing with toys?
Oh shit! Actually, when I started really getting into playing with toys was with Toy Story.
Really?
Yeah, because they had like adventures, and I'm like, how could they have like a bunch of toys from the 50s, and I have a bunch of like shitty toys I got at McDonald's.
I used to
What?
oh yeah.
Wait, what?
I used to play with my little Matchbox cars, and then I played with like my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But Chris,
Matchbox?
yeah,
I don't recall.
Chris, you have a wide selection of toys with you at the age of 24.
They're not toys.
Yeah,
Wide
okay. Oh,
selection.
they're figurines. What age does the line blur between toys and figurines?
They're not toys. They're fucking statues.
But if you gave them to a 5-year-old, they'd be toys.
no, they wouldn't.
They
Because
would take it
I
and
would not
fucking
give them to a 5-year-old because they would break.
You'd fucking smash it on the wooden floor. and
Okay,
start
I will
chewing
be
on
the
its
first
head.
to admit that I fucking think toys are cool, right?
Yeah,
Toys are
No, but I'm
cool.
just saying, hypothetically, like, if a mom bought the same figurines that you have for a 5-year-old...
She wouldn't though, because they're like $100.
They choke on the hair pieces and fucking
Well, some
die.
of them are, but
What kind of
the reason I
person
brought up
are you, Niall?
the reason I brought up the topic is because I remember the day I stopped playing with it, and it was a sad day because I used to play with toys like crazy.
Well, why did you put your foot down and be like, I'm not playing with toys anymore, I'm a grown man?
I was fucking like 13 or 14. I fucking got home from the dentist, and I was really pissed off because my mouth hurt, and I went in, I picked up my toy, and I was like, yeah, and my mouth like sagged down and I couldn't do it right, and I got really like embarrassed, and I never played with toys again.
I actually stopped playing with toys, and then I started to smash my toys. I went through a phase where I started to get toys just to break them.
I would never smash a toy.
You go through weird phases. I can, I'm one of those people, and I went through weird phases where I had toys, and then like fucking Stretch Armstrongs that are full of like poisonous like liquids and shit.
You have to put plasters on it when they cut, and it don't work.
Yeah,
That was shit.
I used to like. I was like, oh fucking, you can't rip them. I would like jump on. I would like hang from like the side of my fucking like stairs, like I'm like climbing a mountain, and they'd fucking rip, and I'd fall
No
on my
shit.
back.
They're made out
guys-
of fucking crap, dude. What?
You guys have severe cases of the aughts,
Oh.
as
Listen,
they say.
as a jocks. have brought it out of the woodwork.
Yeah, the
new term is aughts.
Yeah, the jocks.
They call you fucking kizzes.
I don't know if they
aughts.
I don't know if they coined it.
No,
Is this real?
No, they pull
You're
your
lying.
pants.
The jocks. Yeah, they say
The
it.
jocks, when they got a hold of you,
Yeah.
Like,
you know the aughts is
hey,
coming.
nice odds.
They'd empty your pockets, give you a wedgie, and give you a swirly, and then call you an aughts.
And a girly.
Yeah.
Fucking aughts.
So you're calling me an aughts because I like toys?
No.
Okay,
I'm
so-
calling both of you aughts because both
So
of you have.
you said when I stopped playing with toys. Well, I stopped playing with toys around like when I started to get into video games.
Right.
And-
I've always been into, like, I got into toys and video games at the same time. I had a Sega Genesis.
It was around
It
like
was a Mega Drive where I came from, though.
I had like action figures. I stopped playing with actual like fucking toys, and I started collecting like Marvel action figures and Dragon Ball Z action figures,
Yeah.
and I create stories with them that way.
Man.
But all my fucking like shitty McDonald's toys and stuff I got at Goodwill. I fucking broke
Wait, you got
that shit
McDonald's
against the
toys
wall.
at Goodwill? How poor were you?
I was pretty poor.
Corey,
Whoa.
I'm furious that I didn't get to play with Dragon Ball when I was younger because I didn't even like Dragon Ball when I was younger. I got a Dragon Ball when I was 21,
Dude.
and then I bought a million statues, and I'm
Dude,
like, I missed out on the coolest battles of my
I bought a
childhood.
I bought a fucking like. I was so obsessed with Dragon Ball Z at one point. I would just like, if it was Dragon Ball Z related, I would fucking have it. It doesn't matter if it was like I had these like fucking glow in the dark gold Goku figurines that were like the shittiest plastic on earth, and looking at them alone would fucking smash them. And I bought them, and they were like $18.
When I first saw Dragon Ball Z for the first time when I was like 21, I think, all I could think about was how I used to imagine my toys fighting in the exact same way that Goku and
Yeah.
shit would fight. I was like, how the fuck did I miss this?
Yeah, like all the kids were doing the energy ball thing where they're like, "Urgh," with their hands and
No, but I used to literally have like Kinects men, and I'd like make them fly through the sky and fucking smash the shit out of each other in my mind. And then when I saw Dragon Ball for the first time, I was like, this is how I used to think when I was younger. And the same with Final Fantasy Advent Children. I was like, whoa, this is just how I used to imagine myself playing with toys.
I came into a phase where I stopped kind of playing with toys, and I started making my own characters.
Yeah.
And I fucking shit you not, my original like
Your
Dragon
OC?
Ball, yeah, my OC official, fucking, I think I was like 12 or like 13-year-old Dragon Ball Z characters were yeller and redder. Guess what color their hair was?
yeah, or
Red was red and yellow was yellow. His name was fucking Yeller and Redder.
did you come up with that yourself?
And then after we got rid of those fucking characters because they were gay. Then we made
really gay.
Then we made Spence and Tekken. And Tekken, it was the same concept.
Did you just see the Tekken game and say
No,
Tekken?
Tekken, the game. I've heard the name Tekken. I didn't even know it was a fighting game. I thought the name was cool. And Spencer is a cool name, Spence. So I was like Spence and Tekken.
Dude,
and
Spencer's like the name of fucking Degrassi like, high school shit.
And then we got rid of that name, and then I made another character called like Guy and Usher. This is before Usher was a thing.
What the fuck,
So before
Corey?
we start pulling out,
That's like
before we start
severely,
pulling
really,
out
really
the stats,
gay.
I had an overactive imagination and severe aughts when I was a kid.
Throwback, in case you don't remember.
That's like almost as gay as like when I played Furcadia when I was like 12, and I had a character on it called Chamois Red White.
Listen,
'Cause
that's
it was red and
tell
white.
the Furcadia story.
That's
Did you tell
fucking
it?
gay.
You've never
The story's good, but I don't know if you told it on the podcast.
was it the
I was banned from
Yeah,
the
high school one?
No, that you thought it was just
Oh,
like
Furcadia?
that you-
Yeah.
Chris thought it was like, oh, cool. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
a little chat room.
No, this is what happened,
I
right?
met some
and
chick on Furcadia.
really?
Yeah.
Did you fuck?
We online dated,
Ooh.
and then I lost my phone. I didn't talk to her for 2 months.
Why are you guys
And then
question-
the date broke.
Why do you guys question me when I talk about your aughts, like the parody? Like,
Okay.
honestly.
Furcadia. This is what Furcadia is. Furcadia is an online chat room for furries where you create your own anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphics.
You make your own cat or your dog or your dragon or
Ant-Man,
whatever, and
Sarah
you walk
Paul
around and you talk to other furries. But when I was like, I think probably less than 11, I went over to my friend's house and his brother was playing Furcadia, and I was like, what is that? And he was like, yeah, it's an online chat room. And I was like, whoa! And then I went home and I didn't have internet until I was like 12 or 13. So when I got the internet, I was like, I got Furcadia, yeah! And I downloaded it, and then I installed Furcadia, and I'm now I'm unknown to me. I'm now a furry because I don't. All I thought it was cool.
No,
little
you're officially
cats
furry
talking
now.
to dogs and shit. And I was like, this is imaginative. So I walk around and people are like, hey, you want a yiff? And I'm like, what the heck does that mean? And they're like, oh, well, I'll show you what it means. And then they do the star, and it's like, star fucks you. And I'm like, whoa, you're yiffing me,
Dude.
But wait. But this is where it all leads to, Corey.
I want to hear the climax, but then I have stories.
I had an infamous character called Bright Cloud, right? And
Bright Cloud.
He was a white wolf. And one time I went on Furcadia and I went into Yiffy High School. I went into Yiffy High School and I didn't.
Yiffy High School.
This was at the part. I didn't even know what Yiff meant at this point.
I met at fucking like Yellow Grove Fields. I didn't go to fucking Yiffy High School. She was like, meet me at the township. That's where we met up.
Corey, you gotta listen. I went to
Wait. So you're saying like your experience?
When I met her on Furcadia, because I met her from another furry site for Affinity.
Oh, yeah.
She was drawing like fat human girls and stuff.
Yeah.
But she was cool.
Okay.
And then we met, and then it was like went on for like Furcadia, but I went to like Pharaoh Goad's Fields, or it was like a quest area.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Yiff Central.
But listen, I went to Yiffy High School, right? And the very cool thing about Yiffy High School is that when you enter, they change the graphics so that your little furries now have little balls and titties and stuff. So I was like, holy fuck, dude! And then now at this point, my little boy mind is running wild, and I'm like. So, like, this, I was still, like, unknown to what, role-playing and shit was. So, this is a role-play only place.
Dude.
So, I went into a classroom, and I was like, they made it so that they changed your lie-down animation to you holding your dick in your hands on your knees. And I was like, what the fuck? And I started pressing, like, full stop so that the animation changed because you're rotating. So, he was, like, jerking off in the middle of class.
Second Life.
No, I know, right? But I was just like a little kid, and I was like, I'm like jerking off as a wolf. This is sweet.
Beta Second Life.
I know, but then I went into all the classrooms. And I was like, Bright Cloud fucks himself on the ground. And they're like, no, you can only do that after class. And I was like, fuck you. And then they kicked me out. And then I started wandering around Furcadia, and for some reason he became like that character. Bright Cloud was like infamous for a few days because I was like. Seeing all these other characters, it was like a guy who was like, yo, I'm the job giver, I'll find anyone a job. And I was like, can you find me a job? He's like, I'm not giving you a job, Bright Cloud. I heard what you did at Yiffy High School. I was just like, what the fuck? How did people even know that?
Dude, that culture, like the whole role-playing culture is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, before all this stuff, I was into like Second Life because I always like the idea of simulator games.
Yeah.
It is like a guilty pleasure, but I do enjoy simulator games. And I was like, oh, Second Life, that's a simulator game. I had no idea it was like this like fucking fur fest shit.
It's fucking creepy.
Like apparently, without my knowledge, I had like a fucking a dragoness with 2 dicks, and she was my wife apparently, completely against my own will.
Wait, it has more dicks than you, and it's still your wife.
It was a dragoness with 2 dicks, and then I met her on MSN Messenger. You know, back then, the good shit. And then she had a fucking picture of like a white cat on her shoulder, and she looked like one of those crazy cat ladies with hairstyle from the 80s. Like, she looks like she had like. She just looked like something straight out of a fucking movie stereotype.
Dude, that's funny.
And then she was like, "Hey, baby," and I immediately signed off. I was only like fucking like 16, so I didn't know what to think.
That culture, yeah.
And Second Life, like I know now it's even more creepy. Like they can talk and shit. Back then you could only type.
Oh yeah.
So it was different.
Chris and I recently went back to Second Life, and Chris walked into a church.
Oh yeah.
And we heard this guy giving a sermon, and he was just like. The Lord be with you. And we were like, oh, it's weird that they're just playing this clip here. Yeah. And then Chris just goes in and goes, hello! And then the guy stopped talking.
Yeah, he stopped talking. I was like, wait a second, he's really doing a thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I had my mixer connected to my PC, and there was like reverb effects on it, so I turned on the church reverb, and I was like, Miele so Davide. And they were like, could you stop, please? We're trying to give a sermon.
Take a seat.
They were like, take a seat, and I sat on a guy's lap. And
yeah,
they were like, take another seat. And I was like, no.
And then Chris got kicked out. We have it actually all on video somewhere.
I was gonna get into the thing, like, so I was in a situation. This is where I stopped playing Second Life. Like, I don't remember my old account, and I think they close it after like fucking years of not playing it.
Yeah.
I had an account, and I went into like some fucking maze forest in the sky because they like create temples in the sky and shit. And it was a fucking like role-playing sex room that you cannot leave.
Whoa.
If they put your name in and you can't go anywhere else.
Wait, that's so much to fucking take in.
You can't. No, listen.
A maze?
You can't.
Something in the sky.
You can't leave the area if they make you their slave. So I couldn't fucking leave. And so what ended up happening was I was trapped. Some guy claimed me, and he was like, like he was trying to get me to like suck his dick, and I was just running around the maze. I was looking at all these guys getting blown in gimp outfits, and then fucking and then a friend of mine came in who like made codes and like force shit, and he came in and he spawned like all these like loud noises and
Oh, dude!
and he crashed the fucking
Dude,
thing.
I forgot about that. Can I tell you something that happened to me when you're done?
And he like pushed everyone into corners, so the fucking thing like expanded and broke out, and I got shoved out, and the fucking server like died.
Oh my, dude! When I was doing the same shit as before. I was walking around talking to people, just being like, "Hey, faggot," and then they'd be like, "You better step back, or like I'm the mod of this area, and I can do fucked up shit to you." And I was like, "Yeah, prove it." And then they made it so they coded it so that when they press a button, they start flying at you and knocking you all over the place, and like you hear like these creepy like noises every time they hit.